Steve Lee was at the recent kickoff luncheon at the Department of Agriculture in Nashville. That's where
I thought he said June dairy.
Morning, everybody.
Like secondary.
Third dairy.
He said June dairy.
June Dairy Month. All right. Morning. Happy Monday. Good to see everybody.
100%. It's going to be a better show today.
What do you want to talk about? A lot of weekend things going down. Holly played the golf.
Hey, did you want to play any of those? You want any of those videos?
A little late to do that now. Email them to me. I can probably get them up there.
I was confused because I thought if you already had them, you could put them up there, I guess.
I can, but it's a whole lot harder to screen share than it is to have the actual video. I can screen share the videos, but that's a lot more difficult for me. It's like it takes a lot more clicks, but I can do that. That's what we want to do.
No, I can send them. It's no big deal at all.
Well, now you know, and now y'all are witness to me telling her. So later, when she's like, "I didn't know," she does know. But I've not told her that before. Her defense. So it is difficult. See, we got Christy batting lead off today. Shannon, Jana.
Shannon's back?
Yeah.
Okay. We missed
Guess
him.
who's back? Back
That's
again.
Shannon's back.
Tell a friend. Yeah. Had a busy weekend. Another busy weekend. I've decided next weekend is staycation weekend for us. We ain't doing a damn thing. I'm just sitting there and then sitting by the pool after I do the coaching show and the cars and coffee Saturday morning. After that, the rest of the day, Saturday and Sunday, it is chill at my house pool day.
Well, I gotta serve breakfast at the Republican. Can you add that to your thing or I can say it, it's fine.
Yeah, you talk about it. You ready to do this thing? Good morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Getting you to work. Getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. Glad to have you with us. We have a busy show. It was a busy weekend. A lot to get to. A lot to talk about. We are super excited to have you along with us. Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including his M-Sculpt Neo treatments, Emcella treatments. Make sure there's no urinary incontinence issues. You can find him at 482 Interstate Drive. That's 482 Interstate Drive at Manchester, right across the street from Unity Medical Center. And, of course, he's also one of the finest surgeons there is ever around this area. So be sure to stop on in to see him and tell him belated happy birthday. I believe his birthday was Friday or Saturday. It was pretty recent. We've got a lot to do. Like I said, we've got catching up. We had an adventurous weekend, so don't miss any of that. Quick weather check for you. It's going to be a beautiful day as we start to trend towards summer-like weather. 60 degrees right now. Feels really nice outside the Unity Medical Center studios. I was able to ride in with the sunroof back today. It was good start to the day. Still got that haze around from those wildfires. That sunrise looks a little different, but it should clear out more today. 83 and sunny skies. 62 overnight tonight, mostly clear, and then we start headed for mid to upper 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I don't see any rain chances in the forecast until late Thursday and Friday, and then we cool down a little for Saturday. Actually, right now, Saturday's looking rainy for the most part. 70% chance of rain. 83. Sunday, 70% chance of rain. So, forget my staycation idea. I'll find something else to do. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. Good grilling days are ahead. We got some good grilling days today, tomorrow. They got fresh cut meats out there you can throw on the grill. They got fresh produce and all of your assorted groceries at the Hillsboro Food Company. And I got a chance for you to win some meats from out there, too. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Head on over to 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro for the Hillsboro Food Company. All right. It's Monday. Manchester Forum Monday, maybe. I don't know. Movie Monday. Stupid Silly Stat. All that's coming up. But first, we need to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of the operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and the president of the Peterson Media Group. She's by far the looks inside of this studio, the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She is the microphone licker, the corncob eater, one of the main reasons the rock and world continues to go round. She cleans her glasses with Vaseline. She is Holly. Good morning to you, Holly.
Good morning.
How was that intro?
It was good.
I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Anything else I need to add?
No, I think it's perfect.
Just laying the groundwork.
Exactly.
Just laying the
You're
groundwork.
exactly right.
We got a lot to do today. I'm pretty pumped. Father's Day contest is happening right now. Chance to enforce select cuts of steak from the Hillsboro Food Company and a charcoal grill. Big thanks to Hillsboro Food Company and the Home Depot for making that happen.
Choice.
You like that song? That's good.
How did you? Oh. Yes.
We have stories to tell y'all.
My thing went blurry.
I'm not blurry right now.
It refocused.
Yeah. It's all good. Morning, Dale. Let's see here.
I don't know the words, but I know the
Chorus. All right. Comings and goings, Holly. What's happening in and around the Manchester community? Our Father's Day contest gets underway today. So that is going now. I believe there should be a link on our website, thunder1320.com. Also, our other websites, rooster1015.com, 93.9 The Duck, Whiskey Country Radio. Should have the links there. If not, I'll make sure they're there today. Our Facebook will have it posted if it's not already up. Should be up from yesterday. Get registered for a chance to win 4 really nice premium steaks from the Hillsboro Food Company, and also a Weber charcoal grill with charcoal and fire starter. All that coming from Hillsboro Food Company and the Home Depot here in Manchester. Big thanks to them for making those prizes happen. Get registered. You might get a chance to win. People started registering early today, and we've gotten a lot of registrations on that already. In fact, people like that more than they like an HVAC unit, apparently. Buddy, they're all about a grill and some meat around here. So get registered now. Get a chance to win that prize pack for Dad. We'll be drawing right before Father's Day. I think the 11th is when we draw for that. So that's coming up soon. Also, more pressing and quicker than that, we are 5 days away from the Cars and Coffee Car Cruise-In. That's coming up this Saturday from the Coffee County Administrative Plaza, 9 until 12. Tiffany will be out there playing some music. Chick-fil-A is usually on site selling some biscuits. That's going on. It's delicious. Those biscuits are. It's so much fun. It's a free family event. So get them by there 9 to 12 Saturday. The Coffee County Administrative Plaza. Bring your car if you're a car person or a truck person. Otherwise, just check out what everybody else has. And we are effectively 10 days away from Bonnaroo. And honestly, we're 8 days away from the gates opening. And so your chance to buy tickets is limited. We have single-day passes for sale at a discount through Thunder Radio. So if you want those, go to thunder1320.com/Bonnaroo to purchase those now. That's thunder1320.com/Bonnaroo to purchase those now. There's other things coming up we got to put on the list. Father's Day, I probably should get on there, which means I think we're 10, 11 to 13 days away from Father's Day. That's 2 weeks from yesterday. And I guess we got to start getting Independence Day on there. We're about a month out.
Yeah.
June's here. I was staying out yesterday. We were sitting at the house. And it was June 1st. It was June 1st.
He goes, it's June 1st.
We got 3 months of fun summer. 2 really good months. August, we get a little busy, but June,
Yeah.
July, I'm pumped about it. And then here I am planning a staycation for this weekend to not do anything. It's going to rain.
We may need to take off some during the week. Oh, no. No, we're going to work a full week.
Don't suggest that to
No.
me, because I don't have a lot of what they call willpower. And it went at just the slightest suggestion of, hey, let's take off today, or we'll work from home.
I get a lot of work done from
I
home.
struggle to do that. I've gotten a little better at it, but I just focus for me is I don't know if it's an ADHD thing.
You know
I
what?
need to be at a computer desk. I don't do good with
Yeah.
the remote working.
But my problem is when I work from the office, I find I have a list of tasks that I want to accomplish that day. But I can't get to my task because of all the other things in the office that need attention.
Yeah, you have
know
to
what I'm
kind
saying?
of you have to block the time.
If I'm not there,
And you got to do it. That's what I've tried to do with I feel like we end up with like a productivity day once every couple of weeks here on the morning show where we start talking about why we are or aren't productive in certain
you
environments.
have to keep it at the forefront of your
Yeah.
mind so that you're constantly thinking, I need to be
Well, I have to put it on my calendar,
Well,
and then I have to follow the calendar.
whatever it takes.
And if I don't follow, I'm like, I have to block everything. And if I don't block it, then I will get distracted by that. Like I'll start doing random stuff. I'll clean the bathroom. Like I'm supposed to be selling certain kind of ad packages, or I need to be following up with this client, or I need to be checking on production. And I'm like, you know what? That bathroom's dirty.
You know what? These ant hills are looking
And then I'll be out there with,
far too tall.
I'll be out there with a blowtorch taking care of the anthills. We call that foreshadowing. I was doing that this weekend.
What's to come?
And I had a mistake. I had a boo-boo. I messed up.
He messed up, and I was calm.
To be fair, I didn't mess up. It just
no, you
something
did.
just- it just-
that
it just
that
happened,
wouldn't
okay?
have happened
No.
had you not been doing what you were doing. But you did it. It happened, and afterwards, I didn't say anything. But if I would have done the thing that you did, you would have been. What do you think you're doing?
I would not have. No.
All right. The next time I mess up,
We just
and
don't mess up.
you start in on me, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Don't mess up. Next segment, we will be talking about the thing that I did that I also would not be upset about if Holly did it. So we'll talk about that next segment.
You better get your photos ready.
I have a photo ready.
Okay.
It's ready to go for the Carmine Family Dental cameras. So if you want to see exactly what I did, be watching over there, Facebook and YouTube. And
What did
it's
Josh do?
quite the picture.
All right.
WDJD. What did Josh do? Let's put that on a bracelet. Holly played golf this weekend. We'll be talking about that today as well. She did not win her tournament. She finished 36th.
I thought I
out
was
of
going to win. Listen,
36.
I thought I was going to win. And then I got there and I saw Connor Shimwell on the driving range. And then I'm like, why did I ever think that was like, why do
And I
sometimes
wanted
I say dumb
on
things?
the record that I was like, I don't think so. I was like, she gets these expectations of things she can just walk out there and do. And I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know why, but I guess
what, like it's hard? I can golf.
no, I didn't think I was going to be good. I just thought I would, I thought I would be good.
You also had an all-girls team in a tournament that was full of boys. There was only like 2 or 3 other women playing in the whole tournament.
But we were the only all women's team, right?
You were the only all-women's team, and so you got first place in the first place.
First place.
You got first place in the all-women's flight. So congratulations there.
Boom.
But to be fair, it's very difficult for an all-women's team to compete with all men's teams when some
I
of these.
never had a chance.
Some of the
Did
activities.
we come in last?
Yeah, you got last.
We did.
I haven't asked, but yeah, you got last with that score.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was bad. I thought y'all did well, but in comparison to what everybody else did, I'm sure you got last. I mean, I can check.
And you know how I knew it was bad? We were talking to. I want to think it was Jason Crossland, and he asked that later that night maybe at Granddad's. He said, "How did you do? What did you score?" And he's like a peppy guy, he's positive and he's just a super nice peppy guy. And I told him our score, in his face, he goes, "Oh, well, you had fun." And I was like, "Oh, that was bad. That was a bad number, I guess."
Yeah. But there's a lot of activities that, if your men are going to be able to throw frisbees further, or they're going to be able to hit the tennis balls further,
Yeah.
things like that. So it was just a fun event. So
It was so much fun. I can't wait to
she had a
talk
good
more about
time.
it.
That's all that matters. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what I did next segment on the morning show. Really quick, I want to tell you about Dirtworks though. So I was talking to Wesley with Dirtworks the other day, and he said, obviously they still, all the things we talk about all the time with Dirtworks, with excavation, getting that yard leveled out and all those things, cutting in driveways. But he said a lot of people have been big into retaining walls. He's got a lot of requests about that. He does do that. For anything excavation, you need the land changed at your home. You need it raised, lowered, moved, retaining walls. They do that. Bring in the experts, the skilled surgeons of the excavation world. Dirtworks, 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. And you can find them online. Just search for Dirtworks, WORX, and check them out. Check out their photos of their work on their website. They post videos and photos there. That's Dirtworks, Manchester.
Coffee County Bank was founded in 1975 by a group of local business people. Locally owned and operated. Today, it's where we believe in better.
Morning from Ohio, James. Watch out, don't step on a heroin needle up there. It's a rough part of the world. Places I don't want to go to: Ohio, and then any of the cities in Ohio. Cleveland. Who wants to go there? What else is even there? Cincinnati. Oh, nothing sounds appealing about Ohio. Like when I picture those cities, I just picture dirty rivers and heroin.
Heroin rivers.
Yeah, none of it seems appealing to me. Title Rock.
Oops. All right. I don't want to go north, period. Me too. Memphis, oh my goodness.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
On that California to Tennessee Facebook page, that group,
Uh-huh.
I should get on there and be like, Memphis is nice.
Just try that out. Just swing by Memphis, check it out, see what you think. It's real pleasant.
Which you want to start with golf, end with what you did?
Now let's do what I did here and do golf after the stat. More listeners there. You want to do that?
After the stat?
Yeah, we don't have time for both in one segment. Those are two separate segments. Do you want to do golf first?
I know. Initially, I thought we would do golf here and what you did tomorrow. I'm trying to save the good.
Well, I've already teased it.
I know.
Sorry,
that's
I ruined
what
it.
you just kind of.
assumed.
It's my show, but you just come in and take a big dump right in the middle of it.
I'm sorry.
Fine. We'll make it work.
Now I feel bad.
No, it's really fine. We're gonna do something today to create content for tomorrow, I'm sure.
Memphis has the best zoo, inside and out of the gates.
Pew pew.
It's a little crazy out there.
Pick up your wallet and show everybody.
I'll show them.
This is too much.
Some
Look
receipts.
at this. He carries that in his
No, I don't.
jean
No.
pocket when you go in places.
Yeah. Well, I just take it out, slap it up on the table. I'm going to take the receipts out today. That thing is stretched out to the point it ain't going to recover.
Dude.
Just saying. There's no recovery there.
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah. I actually had ChatGPT try to make
Oh yeah, where was that zebra at?
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro?
It was somebody's pet
zebra?
Got out. I had ChatGPT. I was going to do like a tease of the zebra in the studio, and I had a picture of like the microphone. And ChatGPT put the zebra sideways. I'm like,
tell them to do it again.
I did. It was worse. They put the microphone upside down.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and Holly with you, getting you to work, getting you home from work. No school. It's all done. It's been done for a couple of weeks now. So we are excited about that. Hope you teachers are... We probably don't have a lot of teachers with us this early in the morning.
Hey, real fast. You didn't let me do my
Comings and goings?
goings.
Oh, well, whatever you'd like to do.
It's National Bubba Day. If you know a Bubba, it's just, it could be what you call your brother. It could be your friend. We know some Bubbas. I had an Uncle Bubba. Any hootie, National Bubba Day. I just wanted to get that in there.
Anything else?
Okay, what are we going here with?
I nearly burnt the house down this weekend. Again.
Well,
no, I don't think it was me the first time. I think
it was a group effort.
I think the
first
girl
time.
one tried once, and Holly has tried once, and I have tried once now. And we're just waiting on the boy one to try.
I got Josh this torch, like a propane torch.
This is a blowtorch, like a handheld blowtorch.
You can use it sometimes. I've seen people cooking like scorch food.
Huh, I didn't think about that.
Stuff like that. But what you were using it
Well,
for was
so a couple of things. Holly got it because she saw on TikTok that you can kill weeds with it, and that's just not realistic, really.
why?
Because you got to hold that torch on a weed for like a minute to kill the like it doesn't just evaporate them. The TikTok videos have been sped up. They don't just hold it on there and the weed's gone. That's not how it works. Unless the weed's already dead, in which case it'll burn quick. But if it's a live weed, it takes a while for that to happen. But anyway, I have used it to hit a couple of smaller weeds. But I thought, you know what? This would be a really good tool for ant hills. You know, these big ant mounds that we get. And everybody I've been talking to in my adult conversations where you get around people at this age and you talk about how bad the ants are this year. The ants are bad this year, and the wasps. But anyway, so the ants have been bad. The huge, ant mounds. So I'm like, well, I'm going to get this blowtorch. I'm going to be like a dragon and come through and just knock these anthills out. I like to use diesel, but Holly doesn't like it when I do that.
Were you screaming at the anthill, call me Khaleesi?
Yes. It's be call, right? Because I'm a male.
Father of dragons?
Yeah, father of dragons. So anyway, I am hitting these anthills, and like you hit them, and they immediately, all the ants are just dead, like instantly. It's not fun. Like I wanted them to like run off burning or something.
Yikes,
nothing fun.
Yay.
So, but then you dig around, and there's more ants deeper in the anthill, and you kill them. But anyway, so I'm like, well, on my way around front, I saw a couple of weeds in our landscaping. I'm like, I'll get these real quick. Just a couple small little weeds. I'll get these. And I got a little close, apparently, to an evergreen.
It's like a
bush
tree.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's pretty tall and narrow. Like it's not very big around.
Yeah, I bought that. That was one of the first things we bought. I bought and planted when we built the house.
No, we added those.
Yeah, that was what.
No, we got those for you later for Mother's Day.
No, those are the two on the side.
Oh, well. Anyway, so I got a little close to it. I didn't hit it. I know I didn't because I wouldn't have done that. But apparently I was trying to get a weed that was a little close to that. Thankfully, and I haven't told Holly this yet. Thankfully, I did not have my earbuds in because I didn't see it. So I'm just, hitting a couple spots with this blowtorch, and I hear the crackling. And it didn't take me long, like about 2 or 3 seconds, and I'm like, that tree's on fire.
Fire!
That tree's on fire, and you couldn't see anything yet, but I heard you could hear the crackling.
Yeah.
That you couldn't see fire.
You know exactly what
You
that
know
sound
exactly what that is. Something is
especially
burning.
when you have fire.
When
in
you have a
your hands.
blowtorch in your
Yeah.
hand and something's crackling, I'm like, ugh, that's not good at all. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So I grabbed my arms and I can't get my hands and I'm like, I'll pat it out.
You did try to
I
pat
tried
it.
to
I
pat
didn't even know.
But I couldn't even see it. But I'm like, I'll just pat it out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Thinking I can maybe knock off whatever's on fire
Sure,
to
sure.
the ground. But then as soon as I did that, I guess the air
You fanned it.
got in there and the smoke started to billow out. And I instantly, and if you don't know, I don't know what the name of this tree is, but it's probably, how tall is that tree? Probably 7 foot tall. It's pretty tall. It's taller than me by a couple of feet. So this tree, it's pretty
Arbor vitae.
okay.
It's a
Anyway, it's like
arbor vitae.
it's kind of like the kind of like a Christmas tree, evergreen kind of tree. So it starts to smoke. I'm like, I gotta get a hose, and I know there's no hose up front, and this tree
hose.
is next to the house, right next to the house, and I know that trees like this burn quickly, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna burn the house down.
I'm sitting on the back porch.
It's within maybe 2 feet of the house.
And Josh, he's not in a run. Yeah.
No, I ran.
It's a light jog. No, I think you were running around the house, but then when you saw me, you slowed down to a quick walk and you're like, you even hummed a little while you were grabbing the hose. You were like, doo 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 doo. And I said, what's wrong? You said, I started a little fire, and he ran to the front of the house.
Well, by the time I had turned around, the smoke had followed me to the backyard. There was really no secret as to what's happened now. The smoke has come around the side of the house to the back of the house. There's smoke everywhere. And I'm trying to stay calm in my mind because I'm like, that tree puts off a lot of smoke. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But by the time we had gotten back to the front of the house, not that long of a trip, okay? By the time we got back around to the front of the house, it was so smoky you couldn't even see the daggum tree. Like it looked like a forest fire would look in, like you see the videos of the wildfires in California. That's what it looked like. It was bad.
Our neighbor was on top of his building
He was on top of the roof up there.
cleaning,
I don't even think his feet touched the ladder coming down.
and he saw it, and yeah, he went total firefighter mode, grabbed the sides of the ladder and
Slid down that thing like a pole. So we get the hose hooked up, and
The whole time I'm trying to, and Josh is right behind me trying to make my hands go. I'm going as fast as I can. I know he wants it to be instant water, but I'm trying to screw on the thing. And then he gets over there and I turn on the hose and he's going, kinks.
yeah.
So I'm having to make
I
sure.
was getting some water, but not a lot. The girl one was in the shower. I'm sure that had something to do with the lack of water. Water pressure was okay, but I guess in my mind, I needed it to be a lot more. I
Get
needed
that picture up.
I needed more water pressure. I've got a photo that I'll put up on the Carmine Family Dental cameras here. But I needed more water pressure. So it torched this tree. I get the fire out quickly, pretty quick. Like once I got water on it, it went out very fast. I didn't have to work too hard. But I thought if this gets to the top of this tree, it's going to catch the roof on fire. Like the flames are going to be so high. And also I was certain that the siding of the house would melt because we have vinyl siding right there. I thought that it was going to melt that siding. It was going to be just dripping, but it did not. It did not. We got it put out. The smoke cleared the area pretty quick, and everything was okay.
No, you walk by that tree and it smells.
No, it's got a smell to it.
Like
you can't get out of your
huge
nose.
bonfire right there.
It's you smell that tree and it's going to be in your nose hairs for a while. I'm putting it out, and the neighbors, I hear them just yelling. They're just. She's yelling.
They're trying to get their hoses.
They're trying to unhook hoses and get hoses over because they can't reach from their house. And I hear, get this hose. And I turn and look, and they're running.
Yeah.
And I'd gotten it out by then. It was just still smoky. I was still holding the water on it because I wanted it to be good and soaked. And
I know if I
rekindle
had
itself.
done that, Josh
I would not get that mad.
You would say, yeah, put the fire close to the highly flammable trees. You would totally get mad about that.
Well, that
I don't know what to do. I don't want to listen.
no, that tree's got to come down.
Does it?
That ain't gonna make it.
You don't think
Oh,
so?
we can give it a minute, but
My mom said it. She didn't think it was going to make it either. She's like, no, how are you going to dig it up? That's the first thing she said when she saw it. I'm like, you don't think we can salvage it?
I think the only way you salvage it is if you cut it off and make it regrow all the way. Like the middle of
That's
it,
very sad.
the middle of it is torched, and you can't just dig up something that big. I mean, you have to cut that down and then try to remove the rocks and try to start digging it up. I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know.
I need an excavator to get that thing out of there.
We won't do it. We'll let it sit there.
It'll be our Charlie Brown tree. We'll decorate it at Christmas.
I'm trying to think of what I can put in the middle of the tree. Like maybe like a raccoon look like it's poking out there.
That'd be fun.
I don't know. We may do something artsy with it.
We can make it look like that tree on Christmas Vacation that got torched.
Well, we don't have to do anything to it.
What are you looking at?
Can we talk about golf here too?
Do you
Let's
want
squeeze it in. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about golf?
Yeah.
No, Holly golfed.
I golfed in the Coffee County Lady Raider Classic golf tournament. It's not your average golf tournament. You may get to a hole and have to hit a tennis ball with the racket as far as you can. And then that's where your first golf shot starts from. There was one hole that was a BB gun shoot. There was a hockey puck. I sent you a video of the hockey puck one. Any hootie, it was so much fun. I had the best time. I learned some golf lingo, like sit,
Sounds like you were listening to Sophie.
or settle.
Yes.
Another one that I learned was grow some legs.
Grow some legs.
Yeah, I was making mental notes of all of the golf terms.
Holly's team finished last.
I hit a birdie. Nope. I hit a putt in for eagle,
She got an eagle putt. Yes.
and then I didn't do anything after that.
Trey said, you look somewhat athletic in the photos. The videos, not so much. Had them fooled in the photos.
There's a picture of me, and okay, so I had there were Bloody Marys there.
Holly brought them. She said there were Bloody Marys at this
Somehow
place.
I was drinking a Bloody Mary at 8
I was just sitting there, and then there was Bloody Marys.
Anyway, there's a photo of me. I don't know where it come from. I don't know who took it, but I'm just sitting in the grass, and I'm like, why am I sitting down?
She's sitting on the
I
side of
don't
the hill.
even remember sitting.
If you're familiar with Willowbrook, she was sitting on the hill, on the side of the hill on number 11 there.
And I'm looking
that
at this
par
picture.
three.
I have no memory of sitting. Why would I ever be sitting down like that? You're playing golf. Why are you sitting?
Yeah, she was just sitting on the side of the hill, just watching off into the distance.
Josh left. He got there, made sure I got all set up and everything. Got my golf bag and whatnot. And he left. He had to go do the coach's show, but he came back. On.
Let me get this video up. I muted the sounds. Y'all can just watch her try to whack this tennis ball
It's harder than you think.
with a hockey puck.
Shh.
No, what's so funny to me is about this. What's so bad? I gotta watch this again.
It's not that funny, buddy.
Two things here. Holly has said, I think I'd be a good hockey player. And,
Don't roll your eyes when you
I'm
say
pretty
that.
sure I could be a good tennis player. And she can't even hit a tennis ball with a hockey stick.
You about said hockey puck.
No, but I didn't.
Number one, you don't play hockey in the grass. You don't use a tennis
No,
ball.
yeah, just give her some skates. Give her something to make her need to be more athletic and see how she does. It wasn't even moving. The ball wasn't moving. It's stationary.
The stick is plastic. It's not that. I would love to see you try that. Any hootie. The hole that Josh comes back on.
I show up. They're on number 9. I text our friends who were kind of following Holly around. They were the only team who had a traveling gallery, by the way. Nobody else had anybody following them around watching them golf. So
Well, when
Holly's
you're
team.
famous.
Yeah. So she
Click,
had
click, click, click.
she had a traveling traveling gallery. And so they said, well, we're on number 9. And I was like, oh, perfect. I'm pulling back up. Number 9's coming back towards clubhouse. I catch him right there. And I walk past the clubhouse there at Willowbrook, and I look down the fairway, and there's Holly. I'm like, that's Holly, because it's pretty easy to tell because she's playing with Bello, 6'3", and the shortest one out there has got a tennis racket. And I walked up just in time. She throws up the tennis ball, swings the tennis
Serena
racket,
Williams style.
hits that thing straight up in the air into a tree that's right in front of her. I understand you're going to have to hit that under the tree.
That ball went north.
She spins around and lands right on the old
I fell down.
caboose there. And
I was trying to get some yards for my team.
she knew I was watching.
I told the girls that I was playing with, they were great. They were great fun. And I was teasing one of the girls, and I said, I gotta hit this one good.
There's one that she didn't know.
I didn't know her.
She's
So I
not
just
from
met
there.
her. But I said, I gotta hit this good. My boyfriend's watching. And she goes, I thought you were married. I'm like, yeah, but he's my boyfriend too. And that's when I fell, I think.
That's when you should have been like, no, I am married, but my boyfriend's also here. And mess with her head a little bit.
No, then she would never want to play golf with me again.
But yeah, I got to
did
see her.
good at first.
And then but they were almost done. I got to follow her around for the next 3 holes. They had 10, 11, and 12 left to play. And I don't know if I saw Holly hit a good shot. She did hit a good putt it went into the back of the cup and popped back out. So she was close on it. I think they may have used her putt there, but they used her shot 4 times all day.
2 were golf.
2 golf shots. So that's the under on the 3 we set.
Yeah.
And
I lost that.
but they used a couple of her other shots. But they used your eagle putt. So that was pretty good.
Sophie was a great teacher. I think I could see, I would get up to hit the ball, and I feel like she did tell me to stand a little closer still to the ball. So maybe oh gosh, how mad do you get when you go to swing and hit that thing and you miss the whole ball? Golly, that's such a frustrating feeling. I think I was the only one that did that yesterday because I was playing with athletes.
Saturday.
Whatever. It's all running together.
Yeah, I got there in time to see her swing and miss 3 times. 3 times at one ball. Not 3 times overall. She swung and missed 3 times at one ball.
Who brought these Bloody Marys?
But it's a scramble. You're playing best ball, and she takes the ball and throws it down in a hole. It was sitting down in a divot. I'm like,
wait, why? What?
The ball that you were trying to hit, you dropped your ball down into a hole like a.
How do you know that? Were you close?
Yes, I was right there watching. I'm like, why don't you pick that ball up and put it on some
Somebody
grass?
should have told you. Should have told me.
I mean, you don't need me to tell you nothing.
I had to have Sophie help me pick what clubs I was going to use.
I knew that was going to happen. I was like, she's not going to know what club to use. Not that it matters. Not that she's going to hit it in any kind of way that.
You know what I would
That
do?
matters.
I would remember what club they use. Next hole, and we'd go to get clubs, and I didn't want to ask which club to use, so I go, "Are you going with the 8?"
Yes.
She'd go, "I think I'm going to go with a 5." I'm like, "Yeah, good call. Good call."
See, I got the screen share here of Holly sinking this putt. Let's give her a little bit of credit here. She did sink a really important putt. Let's get this up on the stage here. Yeah, let's play that one more time. Getting the whole Bella just walk off. She was excited.
She was pumped.
Yes. So there was some good that happened, but for the most part, not so much. But you had a good time. It's really all that matters.
It was the best time. I think that's how golf should be every time. I don't think it should be all golf.
No, you should always have some fun. See, I got this picture.
I think my frisbee throw
There we
one,
go.
but I can't remember. It was a disc golf one.
Get the picture up of Holly just being an athlete, sitting on the side of a hill on number 11
I
there.
don't understand why that's happening.
I think y'all had sat down.
Were we all sitting?
No, I'm sorry. I think you had sat down,
Oh,
and you were waiting on the other team. They were so number 11. For anybody familiar with Willowbrook, you're hitting with a junior club. That you're teeing off with a junior club, and the other team, there's 2 teams on each hole. So there's 8 people on each hole, 2 foursomes. And so the other group, they didn't get over the water there. So they had to go back and hit. So y'all were on the green. I think Liv had hit a good shot and was on the green. So y'all were just up there waiting on them to, and I think you decided to have a little seat.
Well, good for me.
Yeah.
Living my best life right there. Such, and the posture, might I add. Very Hunchback of Notre Dame of me.
Dale says, too many Bloody Marys. Yeah, I think that was probably what happened. She's like, I only had 2. I mean, but Holly's 2 is too many for her. Too many.
I want to make that picture my profile picture.
You should.
I feel like it embodies me in every way.
Being quite the athlete. So everybody, I don't take pictures. I'm an athlete too.
I don't play golf. I'm sore. I'm gonna tell you something.
I bet she's sore.
The first hole we got to was hit the tennis ball as far as you can. Each girl, so I would take it and hit it, and then Sophie would take it and hit it from that point, and then so on and so forth. Well, I'm like, I'm ready. It's first thing in the morning. I have a lot of energy. I'm gonna hit it hard. Throw it up. I throw it out a little too far in front of me, so I have to take a step to reach up to it. It threw me off balance a little. It probably wasn't the most athletic looking thing, but I made contact with it my middle finger went numb on my right arm, on my right hand, and I felt tingling. I was like, I kind of got worried as we were on our way to get to that.
Holly did something just a little athletic. She didn't stretch. She didn't warm up. She just rolls out there at 8:00 and tries to do athletic stuff.
I was like,
and her finger went numb.
It did. It was.
I could be a professional tennis player.
Maybe not numb. Maybe just it tingled, like if it falls asleep. And I didn't like that. I was like, oh my! I thought I had messed something up in my neck, causing some nerve issues. And I'm like, this is going to be expensive. This is an expensive golf trip right here.
You will fight through it. It's not going to be expensive at all because you're not going to the doctor. I'm not taking you to the doctor because you decided you're going to go out there and be an athlete this morning.
Oh, I didn't realize I needed an escort. It didn't hurt.
Why is that finger ain't got no nail polish? That's the only finger on that hand ain't got no nail polish.
I did something when I swung that racket.
She swung the nail polish off the finger. She went real fast.
But I was thinking to myself, I could totally live with a tingly finger.
Hold up your other hand.
It's not a big deal, buddy.
10 fingers, 9 of them have nail polish, except the one that went numb. I lost circulation or something, and the polish didn't stick anymore. Bad circulation. Your body was trying to rid itself of toxins, trying to get the feeling back.
If I did something consistently, like tennis or paddle.
Get consistent. I'm tired of hearing you talk about it. Get consistent.
Which one? Pick something. I'm going to get really good at.
Athlete. You pick golf. No, that's expensive. Tennis. Do tennis.
Yeah. I'm going to get.
And there's less time involved in tennis. Golf's a lot of time. It takes a long time. It took them 5.5 hours to play the other day. Morning show.
Yes, sir. On the Bonnaroo tickets, I sent you guys an email, but I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I need to get a total of 4 Bonnaroo one-day passes for all for the same day.
Uh-huh.
And it's for my dad, my uncle, me, and my wife.
All righty.
And do I need to get more than one number, or will y'all send me one number and I can get 4 tickets with it?
Well, they'll send you one code, and you'll be able to get all 4 tickets with that one code.
Great question.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, excellent question. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. $20 says he doesn't know he was on air. Like he has no clue. But good questions. Good questions there.
Yeah.
Bonnaroo tickets are still for sale. Thunder1320.com /
That Luke Combs one is cheaper than the
Thursday night tickets, $99. It's a good deal.
You can't hardly get you cannot.
You're not gonna go to a Luke Combs concert and get it. I mean, you got to get a ticket at the very, very top of wherever he's at for $100. But I mean, you also get the other bands and the Bonnaroo experience.
All day.
It's a pretty good deal. for that one. All right, we got more morning show. We're way past due for a break, or as Holly would say, ahead of schedule. I was like, we can't fit both stories in this segment. She's like, oh yes, we can.
Well,
if I
mine
make this
was
segment
supposed to go there first.
If I make this segment as long as possible, then we don't have to talk about other things later. That's what she's got on her mind.
You don't know what's on my
mind. I know exactly what's on your mind. How do I get out of that last segment of the show? That's what she's trying to do. By putting in work early, she is getting off the air.
Jason, that 8 to 8:30.
You need to do better.
Mail that right on in.
Yeah. You need to do better.
I'll do better.
She's not going to do any better. Quick obituary break here. We got games next. Stupid Silly Stat. We'll come back on the Thunder Radio morning show. Shout out to Brandy listening in all the way down in Florence, Alabama this morning. How about that? We got people all over the world that catch the morning show. So many ways to do it. Terrestrial radio, they won't come in Florence. AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067. You can listen on the Manchester Go app all over the world, or you can watch the show on Facebook or YouTube. Thanks to the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. Search for Thunder Radio.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Yeah, you should get into pickleball. And that's like what us older people need to be playing is pickleball.
Will you play pickleball with me?
No.
Some husbands do things with their wives outside of work that are.
We do things outside of work.
Well, they do things other than that too.
Yesterday, I hung out with you by the pool.
We were having a graduation party. You hung out with everybody by the pool. Oh, you meant last night?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about going and doing something like.
Saturday night, we went to a concert.
The band was called Avenue.
AVINUE or AVINU?
No E.
AVINU.
They were
at Granddad's. Good. They're from Mobile, Alabama, and were really impressive. They also played Friday night at Common John. I didn't catch that one. I got the Granddad's menu when we come back. Speaking of. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There is a good pool and grilling days coming up, and it makes me wonder if I should take off a couple of days. I wonder if I can talk our staff into taking off Tuesday, Wednesday, but everybody works Saturday, Sunday because it's gonna be raining. What? Morning, Joshua.
That Matt sent us a picture of Bella. Again, is 6'2", swinging with the little kids club.
Oh yeah.
But the sad thing, it looks like a really clean swing.
Right. Athlete's gonna athlete, Holly.
She's basically like watches on your phone.
We were watching her do it. She was basically doubled over.
Look at her holding it.
That was a good swing, though.
It was an awesome swing.
She popped it up. She was only, if I remember, she stayed down on the ball well. She got underneath it.
I asked Sophie one time, I was like, why when I hit it, is it going this way? And she was like, well, she was very nice about it. And she was like, well, when I do it, it's because I open my shoulders up.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things that can make the ball go right. Your club face stand open, your shoulders are open, your hips come open. There's a lot of different things that can make the ball go right. It's not a.
By the end of it, I wasn't even taking practice swings
anymore. For whatever reason, she decided that she wanted to walk up and smash the ground like she was going to bat. So she just walks up to the ball like a T-baller smacking that plate. I don't know. They were like, and I was riding around with the Matt and Brandy. And they were like, I don't know when this started, but she just started doing it. She's just like, bam, bam, bam. I was like, you don't leave divots out here. She didn't do it to the green. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Josh and the soon-to-be LPGA superstar Holly with you this morning. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Did you learn anything about golfing this weekend besides terms?
Let me think. I think maybe just how the process of the game is played. Like,
did you pay attention to the directions on the course? Because that's what I was hoping you would get out of it, like which direction to go for which hole. So maybe you can go out there and take pictures in the fall of the high school team and know where to go.
Ish, yeah. I mean,
yeah. I thought maybe riding around you would kind of learn what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got that out of that.
Well, I hope that it stays, like, because I got it out of it, but I don't know if I'm going to retain it.
Tell us what's happening at Granddad's.
They got their lunch line special, which I want to remind everybody is just $9.99.
$9.99.
From 11 to 2 today, they've got hamburger steak, open-faced roast beef, and pulled barbecue. The sides are mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, fried cabbage, green beans, cornbread, or roll. Your drink is included. All of that, $9.99. You're not going to beat it. Don't even try. 620 Woodbury Highway. I was going to see if I could see what they got going on tonight. Bingo.
Monday should be bingo. All right, morning show. You can check them out online too. Granddadsmanchester.com. That's granddadsmanchester.com. All right, let's play games.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew.
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
And probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. A lot of people are going to be hitting the road this summer. Maybe you got a full summer vacation, you got a long trip, or maybe you're just heading out on the road for sports camps or whatever it is that you got to go to. Make sure your vehicle's ready to go. Alignments are done. If you need new tires, they have those. Payment plans available for those tires. And Freedom Automotive, custom exhaust work as well. They are at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. That's right in front of College Street Elementary School. And they're open 6 days a week. So if you work Monday through Friday, you can't get there. They're open on Saturday for your convenience. Freedom Automotive Service Center, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. Holly?
Your muscles look big in that shirt.
Oh, hello.
This is the number one occupation that women don't want to date. This is the number one occupation that women don't want to date. So they meet a guy, he does this, they're like, nah.
728-1320. 2 tickets to Lake Winnipesaukee. I'm not giving away any Lake Winnie tickets yet this summer. We actually just got them. So I got 2 tickets to Lake Winnie, and I'm going to hook you up with those if you could tell me the answer to today's Stupid Silly Stat. What a fun trip that'll be. A little day trip. We always day trip down to Lake Winnie in the summer.
Once a year.
Check out the Sokia Water Park. These tickets are good for that too. 728-1320. Morning show.
Truck driver.
Truck driver. Good guess, but not it. That's a great guess because they're never home. That maybe that's why the women want to date the truck driver. He ain't never around. Papa drove a truck nearly all his life and drove Mama crazy being a trucker's wife. Oh, we both had the same thought at the same time.
Annette says an OBGYN. That's a good guess. Yeah, Dale, I hem that shirt.
728-1320.
Custom.
Are you still talking?
Custom fitted.
728-1320. Today's Stupid Silly Stat. According to this survey, this is the number one occupation that women do not want to date. What is it? Or date a guy that does this, obviously. They don't date the occupation. 728-1320. Take your guesses. Right answer wins 2 tickets to Lake Winnie. Wrong answers get to call back and try again on the Ben Lomond Connect hotline. 728-1320. Shannon continuing our Garth Brooks lyrics. Never hit the brakes and was shifting gears. It's kind of a violent song. They make it kind of cutesy and all, but dude drove a truck through a hotel and killed people.
I think it might have been a motel.
Or, yeah, it's a motel. And killed people. So, I don't know what's fun about it.
Jessica says psychiatrist. That's a good guess. Guess. Psychiatrist might be a good guest as well, if anybody knows one.
I need a good psychiatrist.
I need somebody to tell me why I leave food on the plate at the end of the meal.
And drink at the bottom. She does not finish anything. She doesn't finish TV shows, movies, series, food, drink. She doesn't finish anything. She leaves a little of something.
Maybe deep down it means I want to feel like I always got something to come back to.
Like, I think the only TV show she ever finished was Game of Thrones. That's it. I don't think she's finished anything. I'm being serious.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
According to a survey, this is the number 1 occupation that women don't want to date. We've had psychiatrist, truck driver,
OBGYN.
OBGYN.
Which Trey come in on that later, so I think they'd be fine married to any kind of doctor. Morning, Joe.
Police officer.
Police officer. Good guess, but not it.
Actually, there's quite the following.
Yeah.
And I think the term...
Holster sniffers.
Or badge bunnies.
Badge bunnies. Morning show.
Bartender.
Not it. I was about to start singing a bartender song. Morning show.
Night shift.
Not it. That's not a job. Well, it's not. Night shift is a shift.
Working on the night shift.
Yeah.
Or whatever Bob Seger
A lot
said.
of night moves. I think the night shift, it's a John Party song or something, isn't it? Morning show.
Is it someone that works at the funeral?
Ooh, yeah, we're going to go with that. A funeral director is the right answer. So we'll say that's close enough. Funeral director, that's the number 1 profession women do not want to date. What is your name?
Joe.
Joe.
Good job, Joe.
All right, Joe. Can you hang on the line for me and I pick you back up in just a minute, get your email?
Yes, sir.
All right, hold right there. All right, Holly, go get Joe's email for me.
Oh.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I could probably take a break here, but yeah, funeral director is the number 1 profession that women do not want to date. And I can see why. I hear the hours are pretty harsh for funeral directors. We got more games when we come back. I think it's named that movie, but don't hold me to that. We will we'll test that out in just a minute. We also have birthdays later on in the show. 728-1320. Call those in anytime on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Quick news break right here, and we'll get to more fun when we come back. Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. How about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo? Orange Beach, Alabama. 15% savings because you're a Thunder Radio listener. Go to thunder1320.com/beach. That's thunder1320.com/beach.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is always free, and it's...
Yeah, man, I think they're all good with lawyers and doctors. All right, let me get y'all the link for this Father's Day contest. Let's see here. You go to our website, it's there, but there's a link there at the top of the page. Here's the link. It's just it's not really a contest, it's just a sweepstakes. Just enter.
Why did I get an email?
So I can email him those tickets?
Are they digital?
Yeah.
Is it the first year they've done digital?
Yes, it's really a fun process.
I was confused. I was like, I thought he said like 20
Yeah.
tickets.
No, I email him the tickets. I mean, he can come pick them up and I can print them, or I could email them to him, probably easier.
Bartender, I really did it this time. Matt Harris said you better not say a lawyer.
So I was saying, I think women are good with any kind of doctor or lawyer for the most part. While we're waiting, let's just watch videos of Holly trying to hit this ball again. Why is she not moving? Push play. Who hit this furthest? I feel like it went further than it looked. Let's see here, Joe.
Hey, I didn't lose any balls. I lost no balls. In fact, I was playing with the bright pink balls. And so anytime someone found any neon ball, they were giving them to me. So I went home with more balls than I got there with. So it was a win.
Well, just grabbing other people's balls and walking off with them.
I'm talking about, balls on the edge of the woods. They're hard to see once they go out so far. I don't see how people keep eye. That was another one I did use. All right. I get ready to hit the ball. I'm going to hit it hard. It's kind of like a chip, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I used like a pitch and wedge.
Uh-huh.
It was something like that. And I did it, and it went like 3 feet. And I was like, anybody got eyes on that? That was the only thing that I used
from what you learned?
Yeah.
Good, Holly.
And I couldn't get it out fast enough. I knew that was the one I wanted to use, and I was like, gotcha.
Why'd you move that?
This bar was going right across your face.
Oh, goodness, Holly. Well, a little tired now. Monday mornings get a little
Happy
different.
Peterson. I should have Happy Gilmore at one time.
Just one time. You would have missed. And fell.
Like Shooter was trying. Like he had.
Yeah, right. That's what you would have done.
Name That Tune's a little different today.
Okay. Is it Name That Tune? I thought it was Movie Monday, so I didn't know.
Yes, Name That Tune.
Well, it is a tune today. Sorry.
When I hit those first few shots that were actually decent, that felt good.
Yeah, the general consensus was once Holly got a couple of Bloody Marys in her game declined pretty significantly. Or maybe they were just making that up to make me feel better after I showed up and watched her try to hit the ball.
I did good at first. Not as good as the other girls, but
Exceeded expectations.
yours. I thought I would do better.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. Nikki, 100%.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show, Monday edition. An hour into it, an hour left. Coming up at 8:30, we got Swap and Chop. We'll have you around for that. 9 o'clock, it's the Rick Burgess Show. 12 o'clock, the Vince Show. 3 o'clock, Connecting Coffee County. No Braves today. Braves are off. So
They are off.
Oh, they are terrible. Speaking of terrible in baseball, breaks my heart that Vanderbilt didn't even get out of the regional. God, I hate Vanderbilt. The baseball contingent of Vanderbilt is annoying. So breaks my heart that they didn't get out of the regional and lost to Wright State. But it's end of the line for the Vandy boys. Can you tell I'm a little bit giddy?
Yeah.
About it. I was watching them the first night, and they almost lost that one. And they managed to at least stick around for a little while. But anyway, we got Name That Tune here.
It's a little different today. I want to try something different. We do have Name That Tune, but instead of having 3 clips, I'm going to read some lyrics.
Oh, I got clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
2. You should have 2.
I got 2 lyrics.
And an answer.
2 clips. Okay.
So I'm going to read lyrics first. Not sing them. I'm going to read them like Josh does on 2 Reels and a Fake. And the first round, you have to try and guess the song just based on me reading.
A little different. I got a Thunder Radio t-shirt and Black Rifle coffee for the winner today on Name That Tune. What are you doing?
My shoe is stuck.
She looks like she's having a seizure.
So I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck.
No, they're going to get that.
Hit the shawl, because I'm faded. Honey's in the street. Money, yo, we made it.
I feel like I'm in a poetry reading.
Name that tune. I'm seriously stuck.
She's got herself stuck in a chair.
I'm gonna have to take my shoe.
I want a picture of it.
Let me read this again.
Yeah, go back. I want to know the name of this song based on Holly reading the lyrics. Got the Thunder Radio shirt and Black Rifle coffee.
Carney knows it.
Yeah, I was like, people ought to be able to get this pretty quick.
So I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl, because I'm faded. Honeys in the street say, Monty, yo, we made it.
Name that tune. 728-1320. There's a country station in East Tennessee. I found them on Facebook, and they do a game. But it's basically named that 90s country. They just play 1 second of a country song, and when the host does it, his co-host puts it together, and out of 1 second, he gets like 5 out of 5 almost every time. Like 1 second country songs.
Yeah.
Like it's quite impressive because it'll play it. I can't get it. And he'll just name this random country song that you forgot about from the 90s. Every now and then he'll miss one, but anyway, that was really not related.
Huh.
I just was thinking about different games and
so
whatnot.
I guess this is not this game.
People don't want to play your games.
Should we go on to the sound?
Yeah, let's just do that. Nobody wants to play.
All right.
Also, school's out, so nobody's listening, so we should take off the rest of the song.
Here you go. 1 second clip.
Name that tune. 728-1320 or 728-3526. Get you through on the Ben Loma Connect hotlines. Jessica Addison with a good guess there, good response there. Over on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras.
I'm glad somebody knows it.
People know it, and just nobody wants to play today.
Play again.
I'll play the 2 second clip. Anybody know the name of that? Are you stuck again?
I never got there we go.
Morning show.
This is how we do it, Montel Jordan.
Change that last name. It's Montel.
Not Montel Williams.
Yes, that's Montel Williams.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the TV host.
Yeah, Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan's the TV host, right?
I guess so.
Well, that's what Holly put in.
It may be Montel Jordan.
Oh, you may have it right, and Holly may have it wrong. Hang on. Stand by. You may have been right the first time, and Holly may have been wrong. That's happened before.
I hit Motel Jordan. Hang on.
Holly's looking it up.
Pause.
What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Good job, Lindsay.
Yeah, that is definitely Jordan.
Oh, it's Montel Jordan. Okay, so no, you have it right.
Who's Montel Williams?
Montel Williams is the TV host, and Montel Jordan is the artist. So, Lindsay, Holly apologizes profusely. You are correct the first time. And we have Thunder Radio shirts and coffee up here for you. Pick it up anytime, okay?
All right.
I'm never going to hear the end of this, and I hate it already.
How many times are you going to do this? How many times are you going to do this?
Do you remember that time you almost burnt the tree down?
No,
you did burn it and almost burnt down our house.
How many times are you going to do this to me? I'm the one who has to tell them that they're wrong based on what you've put on the screen.
You should know that.
And you make them. I should know that. No.
Everybody listening to Montel Williams, when we're like, yeah, they went, no.
That's not Montel Jordan. It is Montel Williams.
I'm as good as being a radio show host as I am playing golf. It's hot in here today.
Well, Holly in the last 10 minutes has managed to get herself stuck in her chair, messed up the game.
You mess up sometimes.
Josh Taylor says, how do you have Google and mess that up? I know. And this is the thing.
I was looking at it. I was going really fast.
Trey wants to know if you had any Bloody Marys this morning.
No.
Before the show.
No. That could be something.
Bloody Mary Monday. But see, this is not the first time this has happened where Holly has put the wrong information in. So I'm always leery. Anytime somebody calls in with the wrong guess, I'm like, because there have been times where I'll name that too, where people, like 2 or 3 people call in with the wrong guess. And I'm like, well, maybe they're right. But Holly has put the wrong information here for me because I don't know what she's put in sometimes. Sometimes I don't know the song. Like today, I know it. But sometimes she puts in something, I don't know what it is.
When you do all of the work for a 2-hour radio show 5 days a week, when you put all of the sometimes you're going to mess
Let's go back
up.
to that clip earlier on where you talked about how that 8 o'clock, 30-minute block, I just mail it in. I don't even try. Mm-hmm. So an hour and a half.
I still have to do it. We don't get to say it's an hour and a half when I actually have to sit here for 2. It's 2 hours.
Well, that's it. She's got to sit over there.
I am thankful for the opportunity to be on this show with you.
About time you show a little gratefulness. All right. Montel Williams, you are the father. Paternity test. Yeah, I used to watch Montel and Maury Povich back to back when I got off the bus. I just knew it was Montel, though. I really know his last name. We have cable, so I could watch Maury Povich and Montel when I got off the bus, and that's what I did.
I preferred Maury.
And he's still on. Does he still have a show? He's like 100.
I don't know.
Is he alive still?
I think so. I shouldn't speak on such things. I don't know.
Tomorrow, Holly's going to have a song by Maury Povich.
Ugh. The reason,
here's a song by Montel Povich.
The band we saw at Granddad's.
Pat Sajak with this banger.
Shut up. Lord of mercy. I'm trying to move on.
You remember when Alex Trebek sang this? This is How We Do It by Jerry Springer.
All right, funny guy. That's enough.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
I'm sure y'all are all perfect. Must be nice to never make a mistake.
You'll never know what that's like at this rate. All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show. Let's get the weather for everybody. 64 degrees outside the Thunder Studios. It is bright, beautiful, sunny. I think a lot of that haze that we've had the last couple of days from the wildfires in Canada should be moving out of here. It was a little hazy this morning, but it should be moving out of here by this afternoon if it's not out a little before then. 83 for your high today. High UV index for you tanners. So go ahead and get ready for that. 86 degrees tomorrow. 87 on Wednesday. Sunny skies. Overnight lows working up into the mid-60s. So those pool waters and lake waters will be warming up nicely. 86 on Thursday. Rain chance moves in late Thursday. Unfortunately, the weekend does not look so pleasant. 60% chance of rain Friday with a high of 84, and around a 70% chance of rain Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 80s. Weather forecast brought to you by our friends at the Hillsboro Food Company. They're serving up breakfast and lunch over there. They're open 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturdays. If you go out for breakfast, I've done a couple different things. My latest thing that I tried out there was the tenderloin plate. Couple of really big, healthy portions of tenderloin, couple of eggs, potatoes, and toast, all for like $9.99, something like that. Go try them out. 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro. The Hillsboro Food Company, locally owned and operated.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? I'm talking about...
A song by The View would be comedy gold. Yes. Josh roasting Holly worse than that tree. Yes.
This is how we do it. Sometimes we mess up.
What are we talking about when we come back?
I don't know.
4 on Mondays or anything?
I guess.
We don't have to.
I guess we need to talk about something.
Let's see here. The cafe hours changed? Well, they didn't tell me. I guess I better learn.
What cafe?
At the Hillsboro Food Company.
Oh, I took notes of a term that Sophie taught me, a golf term. It is a Texas wedge. Do you know what that is?
I haven't heard that one.
Mm-hmm. A Texas wedge is when you putt off the green.
Okay.
You're not listening to me. All right, that's fine.
Well, I decided I want ChatGPT to write a song about The View after that.
All right, I have something we're going to talk about. You have heard that? The Texas
I have not, no.
Okay. I thought you said no at first.
No.
What are you doing?
I'm writing a song about The View
Buddy.
with ChatGPT. It's not very funny. ChatGPT failed there. Clearly, ChatGPT is a fan of The View, and I made it write something about it. I mean, like, busy day.
Did I hear? Were you paying attention to the news this morning? With the I know you were doing sports, but the Colorado.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was paying some attention to it.
Did they say that one of the victims that was attacked
was a Holocaust survivor?
Okay, that's what I heard. Can you imagine?
Nah. Yeah. We got a bunch of idiots. Bunch of idiots out there. And so I watch this video of this guy, and he's just walking around without his shirt off, yelling at people.
Molotov cocktails.
Yeah. And a
handmade
makeshift flamethrower.
It had to be some kind of accelerant and just a.
He was using hairspray. Wasp spray. You spray right through here.
No, 8 people were injured.
Speaking of
from
wasps,
that.
I mean, what does everybody do for wasps? Like, we get, this time of year, they're just everywhere. I don't know what to do other than just spray them. It's hard to find their nest, and they'll build a little nest everywhere.
And they put them up. rather quickly.
Yeah, I mean they'll put them. They put them between the curtain folds outside and the outside curtains. They put them behind the TV thing. That they just any nook and cranny they get up in that soffit and build up there.
Did you know that this has been the wettest first 5 months in 50 years?
Oh yeah, it's been very wet. Inappropriate.
Isn't that right, Brent? That's right, Carter. From purchasing a car, a new house, or the right deposit products to meet your needs. Stop by any of our convenient locations and let us show you the easy way to do banking.
I got to run over to Interstate Liquors this morning. Hillsborough Food Company open?
Yeah, buddy, yeah.
Tenderloin. Yeah. Trey said their hours changed some. They got breakfast this morning, Trey? I mean, I should know, but I need that. They didn't tell me about no changes, so.
Well, yes, it actually is. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
What a fun show we've had today.
It has been fun.
Replay worthy. I probably will pull some best stuff clips out of this. The one where Holly messed up the name that tune. Most of the best ofs are Holly messing stuff up, and I just I don't know if it's because I think that's funny or that's what happens a lot.
You think it's funny? I don't think it's funny.
Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Emcella Treatments solve urinary incontinence. He's available at 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Dr. James Van Winkle. Holly, we got birthdays coming up in a little bit. 728-1320. Call those in. What are we doing right here?
I saw this little business on TikTok. I've never seen. There's a business for everything.
Oh yeah, now
there's a business for anything that you don't want to do. You can pay somebody to do it. If you want somebody to come to your house and clean up dog poo, they will.
I saw there's a business for that.
Yeah. Locally.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen this business.
After cleaning up that out of my backyard, I kind of see how that becomes a thing.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I get it.
There and I believe we talked about it before. Trey, I think, has mentioned it, but there are people that'll clean out your trash cans, right?
Yes. They'll come clean them out and like spray them out and whatnot. Yeah. I don't remember the name of that business.
I saw a TikTok this weekend about a company, this little small business, and I'm like, why haven't I never seen this before? Why has it never been offered? And because it seems so simple. And what it is a rolling laundromat. So
I like that.
They've turned it looks like a big food truck, just a pretty big food truck into they called it a laundrette. So they drive to you leave your basket of clothes on the front porch.
Okay.
That you don't even got to talk to them. They come to your front porch at a set time, pick your laundry up, and they just sit right there and do your laundry. They wash it, they dry it, they fold it, they put it back in the baskets, and they leave it on your step.
That's pretty neat.
This
There's not one of those around here, because I know Holly is tempted here. Because I feel like that's all Holly does is laundry.
It looks like they have like 3 sets of washers, 3 sets of dryers, and then maybe an industrial one for.
Now, where do they how do they have the water and the drainage? How does it talk about that?
I don't know how they constructed the.
Like, where does the water go?
I don't know.
Like when our water drains, it goes to the septic field. So where does the dirty water go, and how do they get the clean water?
Well, I imagine it's something like when you have an RV or like when
what the RV, it's got a small tank. But I mean, I'm not an RV expert, but a lot of those folks are like, yeah,
I don't know how much water is used to wash clothes. It may not be as much water as you think.
I feel like you would have to go empty that out after every stop.
Like Cousin Eddie did with just a hose and a sewer.
It's full.
I don't know.
I think you're supposed to do it like that.
I
got money says these people are dropping by the lake and just dumping it. I feel like you would have to stop and empty after almost every stop. Josh Taylor was saying that's got to be expensive. The amount of water you would have to carry. Yeah, the amount of water you would have to carry would be pretty. Like,
I feel like all you guys are just a bunch of dream
we're
bubble
not
poppers.
dream bubble poppers.
Like I felt good about it. I started to like.
No, I just when I see it, I'm like, maybe the reason this hasn't been thought of, or quote unquote thought of, or done, is because there is a lot of obstacles in the way here.
Josh says,
Jessica, with what I was thinking here. Go ahead, Holly.
Josh says new washers with steam cleaning uses less water.
Okay, but maybe that's what they're doing. Jessica says it seems like it would be cheaper to just pick up your clothes, drive them to the laundromat. That's what I think.
Is cheaper.
I'll come get your clothes.
But what you're paying for is the convenience of it.
Sit out my driveway and wash my clothes, clown.
If you do the click list, it is a little more expensive. I mean, you get charged a little fee.
It's way more expensive when they deliver it to your house.
Right. But that might be an option for some people. Like they said, I'll give you. Maybe this is not do your laundry all the time this way, but sometimes you might get a little behind. Like you come back from vacation and maybe you brought back home like the whole family's dirty laundry from vacation. I don't know. Or your kids come home from college for summer break and you have more laundry than normal, but you're still your normal busy self. They said in the post, it's good for like postpartum families that it just brought baby home. Maybe there's a lot going on.
Well, I can see the benefit. I'm trying to feel like, I feel like the one of the biggest things would have to be the wastewater, the gray water disposal. Like, what are you doing with that? And how much can you hold? And
let me read some of the comments here.
Lindsay talking about groceries, and I feel like I save money even with the fee, just not taking Nolan into the store. Letting kids get their hands on the snacks is a bad idea.
Janae says, I don't comprehend how the truck hauls that much water and where the gray water goes.
Where's the gray water go? That was my question.
How do you power the dryers? I don't understand.
Well, generators, I guess, but yeah, dryers require 220s.
They use a hose, connect the hose to your house.
Okay. So they pull water from your house. So you're paying the water bill on this. But good point about the dryers, right? Those are all 220 service.
This says, looks like an old converted RV, fresh water tank, gray water tank, black water tank, plus HE washers, which don't use much water. It can be done.
I'm sure it can be done. I question the business model. I guess let's put it this way. In my mind, from a business person standpoint, it's time versus money. So how much do you have to charge someone? Like all right, I've got to drive to your house. All right, so I'm driving to your house and say it takes 15 minutes. All right, it's 15 minutes of my time. And now I've got to wash the clothes. Well, what if there's 3 or 4 loads of clothes? I'm there for like an hour and a half. So now I'm an hour and 45 minutes into this. Now gray water disposal at some point. Let's say this is a 2-hour project. How much do I have to charge you? Like that fee is not going to be affordable for me to make money to cover my time, my truck, my overhead, and my overhead and profit. Because believe it or not, business owners do upcharge things because they have to make a profit. I had somebody tell that to me about radio one time. They're like, "Well, the radio ad you don't have to make anything." Like, I have to make money. He's like, well, it's not like print. I'm like, correct. It's not. But I have to make a profit. So this equipment ain't cheap, man. Like, you're paying for all that stuff too. So anyway, I don't know. I'm not trying to bust the bubble on that. I just don't know how you're supposed to have a sustainable business model because I don't feel like you could generate enough business. It would take too much time.
This was another comment. At this point, you might as well just go in their home and use their washer and dryer and just do the laundry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you be a mobile washing and drying and hanging up service. Basically like kind of like a clothes maid. You're showing up, you're washing, drying, hanging up, putting up, or whatever. Maybe you don't want them in their house. I get that, but you would have the truck operation. I feel like it's just a gimmick.
Freshwater tank, wastewater tank, generator for electric, propane for drying, just like RVs.
Yeah, Josh said if you got enough money to afford that service, you can afford a maid. That's kind of what I think. I think it's going to be so expensive. They would have to charge $300 to come do that. Like, you're talking about paying big money for somebody to come wash your clothes. Maybe they got these super fast washers that I don't know about, and they wash the clothes in 5 minutes, and they dry the clothes in 5 minutes, and then get them folded in 5 minutes. Because, I mean, you're just not going to have enough time to turn it around. But anyway.
A lot of the comments were, I can wash and dry them. I just need somebody to fold them and put them away.
Yeah. Well, but we don't like folding laundry.
I have baskets of clean clothes right now that I really need to fold. And
Holly doesn't like to hang them up. Yeah, I
don't like to do any of it.
But she doesn't mind folding them as much. I don't like to fold them because I don't know how. But I don't mind hanging the clothes up. That's not that big a deal. So I was like, well, just tell me when you got clothes ready to hang up, and I'll hang them up. And we can work a little.
I guess I have them. When I have clothes to hang up, I just throw them across my dresser.
And just leaves them there.
But I think that you will see that and say,
I don't know.
Hey, there's hang up clothes.
No, you just got to tell me. Tell me they're there, and I'll do it.
All right, I'll walk behind you through the house and let you know when you should do
you
the
said
things.
faster to hang up than fold. Yeah, agreed. Way easier to hang things up.
I know, but I usually stand up to hang stuff. Like I stand up.
When we built our house, she wanted an open laundry room.
My laundry room is
also
in my
our
closet.
So she's like, well, I want that way we don't have to go far. And I want a big double dresser island in the middle so I can just stand here and fold the clothes right here.
It sounds expensive, but all I did was put 2 cheap Wayfair dressers back to back, and I put a runner down the middle so you can't see that
nobody's accusing you of being a millionaire. Calm down. So
you just made it sound bougie.
No, that's not where I was going. She wanted this set up like this, so I could just pull the clothes out of the dryer and I could throw them on this setup, and I'll just stand here in the laundry room and I'll fold the clothes, and then they'll be done.
I would probably
How many times
do
have you
that,
done that
if I was a stay-at-home wife.
But now
she
takes them in there and dumps them on the couch.
I got this pesky job.
We're across the top of the hour. It's Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. And a lot of people are looking at homes. I've seen the housing market is kind of teetering on more buyers than sellers, more sellers than buyers. I think I saw there are more sellers than buyers for the first time in like 12 years. Did I see that? So that means there's options, and you want to make sure you got the right finance team on your side. Get out there, get that home of your dreams, and don't have something like little old thing like money standing in your way. They can help you out with that. They got the money. They'll lend it to you. New Haven Mortgage, Heather Phillips and her team, over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. NewHavenMTG.com, or go by and see her in person, 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester, NMLS 1477317. Birthdays are next.
Have you heard about the big changes with the highly successful weight loss shots? Due to some recent...
Yeah, hey, the laundry concept. Sorry, we didn't mean to crap on your fun over there, Holly.
No, it's fine.
I just don't know how that works.
Sometimes I
don't know. It's
I'm
kind
a
of like
dreamer.
It's like your Arvuber idea.
Arvuber's a good idea.
It's not. Holly, a lot of Holly's business ideas don't make money. Like, she's got a lot of charitable ideas. I'll come to your house and wash your clothes. $10. Will it be good? $10? Mm. And I'm like, Holly, you have to ask for more money. She's like, okay, can you do $15? No. I see you see that kind of on like a Facebook meme. It's like people pay full price for them Jordans. They can pay full price for your services too.
Yeah.
And I think we have to behave that way. Like, I'm guilty. I'll give people some good deals every now and then on some stuff, but usually people who are like loyal and do a lot with us, you know.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
But people who, I mean, this is what the radio advertising costs. This is what you pay for it. Holly's like, look, can we do a little better?
I'm not a salesperson. I'm more of a doer.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell.
But if you want money to do the doing,
I would rather do manual labor than try to convince somebody to buy my product.
Holly would rather do manual labor for free.
I wouldn't want to get paid. I'm not psychotic. Sometimes I walk by these like lawn care guy, or I'm driving by and I'll see like the lawn care people or the street crew, and I'm like, man, They got good jobs outside.
Except for when it's super hot. I don't know. Like I say that too, but then when it's super, like yesterday I was outside doing yard work and I nearly passed out there. I hadn't had no breakfast. So.
Radio, WMSR, Manchester.
Birthday time. Let's celebrate those birthdays on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Pick up that phone and give me a call at 931-728-1320. Today we are celebrating Saturday, Sunday, and Monday birthdays. And at the end of the day today at 4:30 during Connecting Coffee County, Tiffany's out. So whoever's in, Brian or somebody, is going to be drawing for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. And 3 winners today, a Saturday winner, a Sunday winner, and a Monday winner. At the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake. Last week's winner of that cake from the Food Lion was Zachary Cruz. We also draw for an anniversary winner, Designer's Choice Floral Arrangement from the Mossy Pot. Last week's winner was LeBron and Melissa Clark. Congratulations to them. We're going to have winners this week as well. Here we go. Holly, Saturday birthdays. I don't have any. Do you have any birthdays for Saturday that I didn't have? Like any athlete birthdays?
Yeah, there were. Okay, Saturday. Let's see here. Was that Harlow? No, that was Friday. Harlow
Myshak was Friday.
Myshak, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
There was one Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
Davis. Okay, Sunday we got one birthday. Davis McKenzie. There we go. Shout out to Davis. It's the only birthday I've got on the list for Sunday, which is it's a very light list. And then Monday I got 2. We know one of them, Matt Harris, attorney Matt Harris. Yes. And Tracy Kilby. Happy birthday. That's the only birthdays I've got. Now, you're welcome to call in yours anytime, as long as you get them in before this afternoon at 4:30. I'll have a chance for that pie drawing this afternoon. Slice of pie from the Mercantile. Holly?
Dana Carvey turned 70.
Funny guy. Lindsay lets us know that Montel Williams' birthday was Saturday. When was Montel Jordan's birthday?
Oh.
I don't even know which one's which anymore. Williams was the TV show guy.
Whoopsie. There's more celebs.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to find them. Wayne Brady, remember him? Comedian. 53.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's all. There's nobody good. I'm
She
sorry.
said that. I got several more here.
Sorry.
Oh, here's Wayne Brady.
Justin Long. Like, he's an actor. I know who he is. He's been in movies. He was in
Zach and Miri.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh.
And also Zach and Miri. But no, I don't know. Do we class it? Are we doing B-list celebs for celebrity birthday?
Sometimes. Wasn't he in the newest or in the last ever Die Hard?
Was he?
I feel like it. Let me look this person up. Sometimes I confuse people.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Let's see here. Yeah, he was in the Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard, the last one.
We should do Christmas in July and watch have a Die Hard.
We should do Christmas in July. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Maybe I can make soup.
No.
Too far.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Morning Show Overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. Get those birthdays in anytime. 728-1320.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Where are you going? We still got a show left.
I thought I heard the door. I'm going to switch this sign around.
Yeah, people get confused. Jessica said, I hate selling stuff. I'm one of those that will go try to sell something and end up buying something from the person I'm selling to. That's Holly. To a T. You have to change your mindset from selling to
You're helping that
to
person.
giving. Yeah, you're I have something that can help this person. And if they don't want that, that's fine. But I'm here to help, and this service helps them. And if they don't want that, then that's fine. But that's the shift.
Josh Taylor's business is the same. He has a business where he offers a service So he's helping people who need the service.
Yeah. All sales are service. I've got a car to sell. It's something you need. I'm trying to help you with this good. Now, I mean, people can be scummy about it, you know, but I mean, you know, you're not like that. So, you know, you have to make a profit. We have to survive.
When we first bought the radio station, that was one of the biggest questions that I got was, how are you going to make money?
The girl one still, it wasn't even that long ago. She's like, what? When do people send you, like, how do people send you money? Like,
She wants to know who pays.
She's
How
like,
do we make our money?
She said, do people just send you checks and money? And I was like, for services rendered. She thought we just got a check for being influencers or something. I'm like, who's they? She said, when did they give you the money? I'm like, who's they? Speaking of, somebody was doing a little more complaining the other day on the forum about not having nothing here. I always love those. About to have 7 Brew. They're hiring 75 people. The 7 Brew is.
Good night.
I don't know.
That building looks like it could fit 7 people.
I know, it's tiny. Well, apparently they outside a lot.
Okay.
And she's going to be on in a couple of weeks.
I'm excited. She's
Like the
bringing
19th.
coffee.
She's bringing coffee. But she said that they, you know, they like you pull up and they get your order outside, kind of like Chick-fil-A does, you know, and but like if your order's ready before you get to the window, they'll run it out to you and you can leave, you know, you can leave, and like they try to go real fast like that. I'm excited. I've never been to a 7 Brew, so.
I know our daughter has driven to Murfreesboro to get 7 Brew coffee to come back.
And Crumble. Let me just browse the forum and just see what's going on.
I did browse it yesterday. Saw some things are just so odd. I don't know. These people put their business on a public forum, but then I kind of feel bad talking about it on the radio.
Yeah, they put it on. They put it.
I know, but some of it's just kind of like super personal.
Yeah. No, we don't have to post that or put that stuff.
What I saw, I believe it's pronounced Benninger Schwartz.
Benninger Schwartz.
Benninger Schwartz.
The steakhouse is coming.
The new fine dining steakhouse.
It'll open eventually.
It's opening over there by Commies.
It's the Old Reimers.
The Old Reimers dry cleaning building. Someone posted asking when it's going to be open. And I was flipping. I personally am so excited about this.
Yeah.
Fine dining is not something that we can do often, maybe once a year.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out, and I can't afford that all the time.
But that one time a year, if I can go to a business here,
and I don't have to drive to High Point or something.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And people were on there complaining about, number one, no one has seen the menu, no one has seen the prices.
They have no clue.
But they're already complaining that they're not going to go because it's going to be expensive. Maybe that's fine. That's fine. It's not. But why do you have to get on the forum and discourage a business that's not even opened yet? You may not want it, but the rest of us do. Someone else might. It's your world. We're just living in it.
How are you going to complain about something you haven't even tried yet?
Just because you don't want it, don't mean other people don't want it. I want it.
Holly likes a good steak.
I love good food.
She doesn't need her own cooking.
They're like, it's going to be one of these places that's so small that the prices are going to have to be so high. I'll pay it. I don't care. Whatever. Again, maybe once a year.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you with us today. Been a busy show. A lot of fun today. It's fun every day. I say that like we're not always fun. We're always fun.
You weren't fun on Friday, but
it was because of you. I was matching energies. I match energies.
Okay.
So if ever I'm a little bit down, it's because Holly's down.
What you got over there? You pulling up?
Well, I was trying to browse the forum for certain things, but I can't find. You see a post and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk about that later," and then you forget.
I send it to myself.
I should start doing that. The complaints generally is what gets me.
What's irritating is
on the Manchester forum.
I was talking a little bit about it during the break. If someone doesn't like something, then they think that it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't exist. And maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's for me.
Right. Not everything like the skate park ain't for me.
People are just so selfish.
You know what I'm saying? Like the skate park's not somewhere I'm going to go. But for people who skate, I'm not going to complain.
I think it's a great
skate
thing.
Park, great.
Yeah.
Awesome, go skate there.
I think sometimes when I'm passed by there and I see people on their skateboards doing tricks, I kind of want to pull in and watch. I'm not going to get out there and do it, but people on the forum will be like, they should get rid of that skate park and put the pool back there. I'm like,
I do miss the pool being there though.
That's not for you.
The nostalgia in me does miss that pool being open.
Tear your feet up all the.
I know. Looked like it just went through a cheese grater. Your bottom of your foot when you leave.
Why was it so rough?
I don't know. The bottom of your foot when you left the city pool when it was there.
Can I ask a question about the city pool? Right, fast.
Sure.
Back in the olden days.
Uh-huh.
Did you have to pass a test to be able to get into the deep end?
Yeah, you had to swim across and back the width of the pool. The lifeguards had to watch you swim across the width of the pool. I don't know if you had to go back or not, or if you had to go across. I think you had to go across and back.
Well, that's what I was told, and I thought I was being pranked.
No, you did. Before you could go jump off the diving board.
Okay.
Because the diving, I feel like it was 12 feet deep. Maybe it was only 9, but I thought it was 12 feet. Yeah, somebody may correct me there.
Concession stands, and you could go up there and get drinks and stuff right there.
And that little kiddie pool over the side. But yeah, you did have to swim in the lifeguard to watch you go across. And back, and then you could go get in the deep end. But I did that, and the problem is I was so tired from swimming across the pool and back. Now I'm like, I'm going to drown now. I can't get back to the ladder.
I could have made it before.
I could have jumped off that diving board and back to the ladder 20 times and been fine. But now I can't even do that because I'm so exhausted. But I'm going to go do it because I passed my test.
So I can remember making eye contact with the lifeguard who's,
Mr. McDreamy.
Yeah, Mr. McDreamy up there, and me in my Minnie Mouse bathing suit. Am
I allowed to go here?
Like I'm just making, me how awkward I am. I'm not going to say anything to him, but I just start swimming and looking at him and making sure he sees me, and then I'm done, and then. He kind of gives me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did he do that? Did I really just take a test or am I been pranked? All right. What were you going to talk about?
Oh, nothing. I had nothing specific. I was talking about forum complaints, but I still can't find the post I wanted to talk about. So I'm not even going to go there. Yeah.
You were on your phone during that whole time.
I was still trying to find it.
Nothing to contribute.
Well, I think it was a post somewhere about a delay in the new animal shelter.
Okay.
And then, there's construction delays. They're having issues with the soil. I don't know what the issue is. And somebody got on there and was like, "No, this if it's for the animals, it's going to take forever. But they can slap up a speedway in 6 months." And I'm like, "That's not the same thing." Who is they? They didn't leave the animal shelter to go slap up the speedway.
They're lining their pockets.
They line the pockets. They slap up the speedway. Morning show.
Yeah, can I call in a birthday right now?
You can call in a birthday anytime you want to, Gene.
Okay, his name's Dustin Statham. It was yesterday.
Yesterday? Dustin Statham had a birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
How old is he? Do you know?
39.
39? He's older than dirt.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You.
Yeah. That's Gene. Gene calls in the birthdays. He is the local birthday bank.
I
That guy.
love small town radio.
That guy knows everybody's birthday.
Thank you, Gene.
And then whenever his birthday rolls around, somebody else will call it in and be like, "We got Gene's birthday today." He knows. He
Good.
calls in everybody else's birthday.
Take care of Gene.
He won the pie or the cake one year. I don't remember which, but he called in to see who won. He's like, "Who won the birthday on Friday?" And I said I knew who it was.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, it looks like it was Gene." Oh, okay.
I bet you were so excited to read the name.
I
off.
know. It got him. He was very excited about that. But anyway, the commenters were, they were upset that, but we can slap up a speedway this fast and we get a new hotel up, blah, 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 but we can't get the animal shelter done for the dogs. And like,
I feel like the public school system failed in some way.
A lot of people who do not understand. I'm shocked at that. Every time it gets me, I get mad at myself for going down the rabbit hole, and I'm doing it right now, of getting irritated about it or even reading the comments. But the amount of people who don't understand how business works.
For us to talk about it, though,
I don't
to bring
think they're
attention,
listening to the show.
The people that are complaining are not early
I don't think they're
morning risers.
educating. I don't think they're educating themselves. Because seriously, we can talk about it, but all they got to do is Google it. Like, it's not hard.
Well, just tell them. People that build gas stations.
That's a private business.
Private.
Yes. They bought the land. They got approval from the zoning and planning commissions, got the correct permits, and they put their money, their cash,
their personal,
into building it.
Okay.
Yes. And then they expect to make the money back by selling you candy bars.
And gas.
And I think they make their money on the stuff inside. I don't think they make a lot of money on the gas.
And then they line their pockets.
Not the government. The government does not line their pockets.
Okay, now
look, there's shady things that do happen.
What about the animal shelter?
What about it?
That's not.
Oh, that's the government. Instead, they're spending your money. See, that's the difference. Private business spends their money. Government spends your money. Government doesn't have money. They don't have any. It's yours.
That's your money.
They didn't. So they're spending your money to build an animal shelter, and that's a fine and good. I think we probably need one. But you want that to be done on the cheap.
And correctly.
I mean,
if they're going to,
and anytime the government's involved, then that means
it's going to be slow.
It's going to be slow because they can't do anything with any efficiency and speed. They can't do anything that makes a profit. They shouldn't be doing things that make a profit, and they should leave that to the private sector. And
100.
And they're going to be caught up in a lot of red tape generally because of government rules and regulations that are in place basically to keep the government from doing business. I don't think that's why they're there. Anyway.
Hootie.
Yeah, those people need to turn off CNN and turn on the morning show. Let me educate you on how it works. Anything else? We got a couple minutes. Parting thoughts today.
I thought it was a pretty good
sore
show
from
today. Yeah, sore from golf. Not as sore as I thought. No, that's pretty sore. I just touched it. You're real tender back there. What is this muscle?
I can't see what you're touching. The microphone's in the way. That's your rear delt back there / tricep ish.
That's from smashing a golf ball Saturday all day.
She didn't smash.
I let the big dog eat.
No.
The big dog's my rear end. He was eating the grass. I fell down.
Well, you're just full of colorful descriptions today, aren't you? She did fall one time. Otherwise, I nearly burnt down the house. We saved it, so that's good. I was thinking, how long do I wait before I call the fire department here?
Oh, God.
As I had that hose out, I was like, ugh.
I liked how when you went to get when you went to get the hose, you were running and seemed panic in your body language, but you were like trying to remain calm and you didn't want me to panic. So you were like, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, out loud.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, while you were getting the hose pipe. Doo-dee-doo-dee, nothing to see here. And as he's grabbing a hose pipe and running to the front of the house to put my cedar tree out.
They catch on fire so fast. So fast. Why don't the weeds burn that fast?
It burnt as fast as Clark Griswold's
Oh, yeah.
Christmas tree burnt.
Yeah. As fast as Lewis blew that tree up, that's how fast that tree went up.
Brian says it's amazing you didn't melt any siding. I know.
That was the big thing. I thought we were going to melt the siding on the house. That tree probably 2 to 4 feet, somewhere in that range from the side of the house. If it had become fully engulfed, it would have melted. It would have got hot enough. I just don't think it ever got hot enough to do that. It may have actually never caught it on fire, but it would have melted the siding. And it may have caught it on fire.
I'm surprised you didn't burn your hands by trying to pat it out.
So no. Stop it. If I had my earbuds in, and we talked about this at the beginning of the show for anybody who's new, sorry, I had a blowtorch Saturday and was trying to burn anthills and caught Holly's tree on fire in the landscaping. And it's about a 7-foot tall tree, and they go up quickly, those evergreen type things, cypress or whatever. So if I had my earbuds in, I would not have heard the crackle, and I would have walked off. I would have kept going. I would have never known. And by the time I realized it was on fire, we would have been in some trouble because I was going upwind.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't have known, like the smoke wouldn't have blown towards me.
Yeah.
It would have taken probably too long for me to
identify there was an issue.
At that point, and I'll do a lot of things to save. Like when Holly when the girl one caught that backpack on fire, I scooped the backpack up with my arms and ran outside and threw that backpack out of my house because I was like, this is going to catch the house.
There was melting plastic all over the place.
Falling.
It's a wonder you didn't.
And I just scooped that thing up and ran. And so had it been that engulfed, I probably would have like tried to football tackle that tree to the ground. Like I probably would have took off after it like Bobby Boucher and tried to break it in half. I would have done almost anything to keep the house from catching on fire. That is for sure.
I don't even know if we have a fire extinguisher. Probably should invest in one. Leslie says it almost burned the house down to
She's saying I.
Previously.
Yeah.
Okay. I almost burned the house down setting a tree on fire years ago. Ran into the house, figured out how to use the fire extinguisher very quickly. Is it sweep, pass, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. That's how you use it.
All those words, or did you just mix some stuff up there?
Pass. That's what. That's
okay.
What
It's the acronym.
Pass.
Okay. Pull, aim.
Pull the pin, aim the extinguisher, squeeze the trigger, sweep the extinguisher.
Good, Holly. Look at you go.
I guess I should buy one.
Probably need one around the house. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. We're wrapping things up. Financed by New Haven Mortgage.
Have you heard about the big changes with the highly successful weight loss shots? Due to some recent FDA...
Yeah, Leslie, we're about to be moving in with you. Come chill by your pool. We are past due for getting out of here. No, we can't do that. All right, Mercantile's closed today, so no food there, but they'll be back open Wednesday. This Friday will be first Friday of the month, so shrimp bowl at the Mercantile this Friday. So make your plans right now for Friday night dinner, shrimp bowl, 5 o'clock. It is delicious. Y'all have a good day. Tell them bye, Holly. Come on, I've got Strawberry Magic and whatchamacallit. What's whatchamacallit? Oh, no.
Yes, the thingamajig.
I like the thingamabob. Whatchamacallit's good, too. Yeah. Holly
I
likes
like Strawberry Magic.
Strawberry Magic with a little orange juice, a little beer mosa.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. We like that mixture. All right, bye, Leslie.